Okay, I think I did a little better on the second search. I went down a little bit farther, then went off the edge and cut it off. I didn't worry about this end because you don't really need to worry about that. Okay, same thing, we're going to push it to the front. Okay, so front, same thing, put a pin on the bottom. And we're going to do the same exact thing with the second row of bias tape. Okay, so let's go ahead and get if these little folds, just iron it if it bothers you. So front, open it up, give yourself a little extra. Go flush with the edge. Put a pin in it. Okay, up here, flush. Okay, we can do the rest. Okay, so let's go ahead and, what's going on here? We're going to go back to the center because I'm going to sew in the trench or the channel, whatever you want to call it. Fold line. Oops, wrong machine. And I can speed this up a little bit. It's not hard to do this because it would only be hard if you tried to do it with the crotch already sewn. So that's why you leave the crotch to the very last thing. Okay, so that was to the front. Let's cut off the residue. And now we are ready to turn it to the front and do the same thing we did on leg number 1. Okay. Like I said, these are so simple and you can do so many things with it. You can add lace, you can rickrack, ribbons, buttons, you name it. You can make these real fancy or you can make them really plain for like a summer outfit. There's just so many things you can do. You can embroider the bodice. I have some, okay, so what's going to happen here? I'm going to be a little bit off here. Okay, let me show you what I mean about that, getting that pin in there and be able to get the elastic through. So on this part right here, when I go down to sew, I'm going to stop right around here so that I can get that safety pin through there. If I sew all the way down, I'm going to have a tough time getting that safety pin through. So just make it easy on yourself. On this side, it might be the same exact thing. Yep, we're going to have to sew right to about right here on this one. Okay, so we're only going to sew to here on this one. Alright, so just so you know, you can get that safety pin in there without, so wherever that first line of sewing is, don't sew past there. So I'm going to start right around here so I can get that safety pin in. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our mark there. Am I in the middle? Yep, I'm in the middle. So let's go ahead and put that down. Back on one. Okay, and I'm ready to go. You know, you can do the same thing and not put legs in them and make a little sundress the same exact way. You can even like put a bubble skirt on it. There's just so many things you can do. It's just, you know, just so many things. Okay, now I gotta remember where that last straight pin is, so I don't want to sew past it. Okay, so let's just secure that stitch. Okay, okay, so now we have got our legs put in. See how it crisscrossed a little bit at the end there? Let me cut some of these off so you can get a better view. Okay, so I still have room to get the safety pin in there, or a bodkin, or whatever it is you're going to use to put your elastic in. Okay, so let's do one side so we know we're going to use the actual baby. So let's get her out and get our elastic. Let's see where I'm at. Oh, plenty of time on this one. Okay, so we're going to put our elastic on our safety pin, and we're going to, doesn't matter which side you go in first. Okay, so we're going to run our elastic through. I had more safety pins. So I could pin them up. We'll have to use straight pins. You might want to go in the way where there's not that, but if you're in the bias tape, it won't matter. You'll slide right through that seam. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and secure that one side right there. So let me go past it a little bit. So we don't. Okay, so I'm going to secure this on the sewing machine so I can use my safety pin. I should have found some extra ones. Okay, I don't want to sew that one piece of, I don't want to sew that other piece of, excuse me. Okay, so that is secured. Let's cut some of these strings out of the way. Okay, trim that elastic down. Okay, so we've got one side done. It's secure. So now we're going to test it on the, excuse me, the baby. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Dry air, I guess. It's getting cold in here. Excuse me. Okay. So let's see how that's going to go, and we're going to want to actually put a pin in here. Let's put it somewhere, some way so the baby won't get hurt or scratched. So let's just put a safety pin here, and we're going to try it on the baby. I don't know, that might not be Let me see if I can find another safety. Here's one. Let me rethink this. I don't want to scratch the baby. So I'll put a safety pin there to hold the elastic in place. And let's just go ahead and give it a try, see if we like it. Okay, so when I made this pattern a little bit bigger, I was taking into account the diapers, if they were going to be able to wear diapers with this or not. So let's pull this up a little bit and see what we've got. So if it's this way, that's kind of cute, huh? I think it's enough. I think it's almost perfect. What do you think? I think so. I think that'll be fine. And then with the front, I think that would be good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and secure the elastic at this width, and then I'm going to do the other leg, and then when I come back we'll do the crotch. Well, actually I can just show you how to do the crotch. What I did was I lined up, let me show you both of these so you can see what I mean. I lined up, I got the elastic on both sides. This one, I didn't put the second line of stitching in, and you can see it doesn't look as cute as it does when you get that little ruffle. So anyway, I lined up my edges on both sides, and then I did one row of stitching, then I did a second row of stitching, and then I cut really close to that stitching to get rid of all that bulk. The same thing on this is the same size as the one we're doing. I lined up my edges, I sewed straight across once, and then I sewed twice, and then I cut down so I could get rid of that bulk, like I said. And that's how you get that edging in, okay? So I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, but I will finish putting the elastic in and do the crotch, and then we'll come up with some kind of sleeves for tomorrow's finish on the video. But they're simple. I mean, look how long that took. It didn't take me very long. If I wasn't recording, I'd already be done with this. But see how cute that is? And you can put, if I was going to put buttonholes here, I could come over and just put, but you know, it depends on how old that you're making these for, and what, you know, if it's a little girl, you might want to put Velcro here so it's easier for her to hook it up. So it's all whatever you want to do. Okay, so now we've got that, so I'll go ahead and finish. I'll finish this, and then tomorrow I'll come back and we'll put some sleeves on and maybe make one of those little headbands. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.